QVC2 Big Deal. And that offer is only good for 24 hours. So for a limited time, you can bring home the Apple iPad Pro. This is their latest current version. It comes with tons of software and accessories, all brand new today for $799.98, or 6 easy payments of $133.33. and free shipping and handling. So you'll have a couple of choices to make because we want you to personalize it, make it your own. So first thing you'll do is choose your color of iPad. So we have it for you in gold. We also have space gray. Your iPad also comes in a choice of rose gold and that color silver. Once you choose your color of iPad, then you'll choose your carrying case. So you can choose black. We have it in blue, also gray, and pink. Then you'll get all the accessories, which you don't have to make any choices. You're going to get this whole bundle of accessories, including an extension cord, a car charger, you'll have a stylus, a pair of Bluetooth headphones, and you're going to get a software voucher for some really cool software that even includes cloud storage. So if you were to put it all together yourself, our QVC retail price is $939. So as our QVC2 Big Deal for 24 hours only, you can get this for less than $800. You have that option of easy pay using a major credit card, and if you're shopping with the Q card, you can extend your payments over 12 months time. So it's a special financing offer just for our Q card shoppers. And if you don't have a Q card, you could actually apply for one, and if approved, you could take advantage of this 12-month, that's a whole year, special financing offer today. I want to introduce you to Brett Hamilton. He's going to be joining us for this full hour of Apple iPad Pro, and
he
always brings
good
us
evening, whatever it is.
I know, right? So always bringing us the latest, the greatest, most innovative, and you're saying that this is the latest and greatest from Apple.
It is, and it's deceiving because if you go online and you look for Apple products, they don't do 1, 2, 3, iPad 4, iPad Pro, whatever it might be. You just have to hope that the one that you're picking up is the most recent, and I can guarantee that this is the most recent version of the iPad Pro. And as you look at this picture, if all you were doing was watching movies and watching videos and going online and taking a look at pictures and good stuff like that, it's worth the price in gold, right? But this is more of a computer than it is a tablet. This is powerful enough, this is fast enough. This will allow you, and we're going to show you over the course of the next hour, to be productive with this as well. So for those of you that say, well, that's an investment, I need to be able to do more than just look at Facebook, you can do that because Apple has even figured out a way, as you look at a squirrel eating a French fry, because there's nothing wrong with that, Apple has figured out a way to even give you versions of what would be the equivalent of Microsoft Office, though it's not called Office, Pages and Numbers. Those are two programs that come built in that allow you to go and create documents and create spreadsheets and all that good stuff. So over the course, as I said, the next hour, I'm going to show you all the cool stuff that you can do with this, stuff that you probably can't do with a tablet or maybe even the computer that you currently own.
Well, this is the beauty of the iPad. Look at how slim.
Yeah, look how thin that
is. This is lightweight, so we're taking that power on the go.
Yep.
So whether it's on a long plane ride, whether it is on a train ride, this is what you're going to take maybe to school or even to work.
Yep.
So I love the portability of the iPad, and it's just gorgeous, as well as you were showing us those videos and photos. So let's talk about some of the features of the Apple iPad Pro.
Yeah, so in the end, beautiful shot there, in the end, being able to do more than just look at Facebook, to just look at Instagram, to just look at web pages and stuff like that, to be able to multitask. And here's a perfect example. So the video that you saw at the very beginning of the hour there is down here now. Try doing that with a tablet that you have. And you know what? Try doing that with a computer that you may have at home. I not only have QVC's webpage opened up, but I also have the video that I was currently playing. And then when I want to get to something else, it's a double click down there to the bottom of the home screen and be able to bounce over and quickly. I mean, when I say quickly, look how fast another program loads. There's Facebook. And I go back to QVC. Well, when I want to do something else, how about I go over here and I want to open up something new? Again, should I choose, I can get rid of that video, but I'm just blown away with the fact that the processor inside here, and that's really what it comes down to. The brain that's inside your tablet is what dictates what you can and can't do. And that's what Apple is so good at, taking an operating system that automatically updates itself. It needs your approval, but it'll update itself for free and then work along with the processor that's inside there, and then that beautiful Retina display. And Retina is just a really fancy term for wow. That looks great. And Retina, again, allows you to do stuff with that iOS. It's an 11 operating system. You've got this 10.5-inch LED backlit multi-touch Retina display that you're looking at right there. And again, it's kind of like the difference between looking at a photograph or looking at a video and looking out the window. Especially when you're looking at nature and you're looking at, I don't know, a vacation video, whatever it might be. All that good stuff comes to life when you're looking at a Retina display versus non-Retina or something that's considered high resolution and not high def. So all of these beautiful images that will show you and all the beautiful pictures that you're going to be looking at, it's all of those extra pixels. The pixels are the little tiny dots that make up the display itself. And it doesn't mean just looking at a picture. It doesn't mean just looking at a video. It can be something as simple as looking at text, because you can pinch and kind of squeeze your images. So if we go into photos and we take these pictures that we're looking at, how responsive is the tablet that you have at home right now? Can you do this? Can you take that image and kind of expand it and still have it look beautiful? All those extra pixels that are inside is what's giving this image that lifelike display and being able to bounce from place to place, again, going from photographs over to Pinterest and then some.
Well, we're going to show you some of the great features of the Apple iPad Pro. For those that are saying, you know what, I've heard about Apple, but I've never purchased an Apple product. Like, why? What is, kind of the excitement behind Apple products?
I think it's partially an addiction, and I mean that in the most complimentary way, because the phone was the first one for me. I bought my original iPhone probably, I don't know, maybe it was the iPhone 4 that came out. Okay. It wasn't there from the beginning, but these all kind of work well together, and you don't need to have an iPhone or a Mac computer in order to be able to use this. But what you will notice is that they all work in a similar fashion. So the phone, the tablet, and if you have a Mac, if you have a MacBook or something like that, all look the same. And the natural tendency now is we're also spoiled to have that touchscreen. In the same way that you would tap an app on here, you would go over here to find something, and when you see it, all you have to do is tap it to open it up. And I know that seems very, simple to say that it's as easy as touching, but many of you, this might be the first time you've explored a tablet. Either you have a phone, and maybe you don't even have a smartphone. I know there are many of you that still have a very basic flip phone.
Because are you talking about my dad? Because you are.
And you're talking about my father-in-law, who we finally got to switch over to an iPhone. And we all said, you know what, he'll never use it. He'll never use it for everything. Well, no, now he's using the apps. He's not just using, to make a phone call. This is an extension of that. It's a big extension because the instant messages that come over here appear on here. When your phone rings, if you have them synced properly, your tablet will actually ring and allow you to receive those phone calls, and you can use FaceTime and all that other good stuff. But yeah, so many features that are built inside here. And again, when you're talking about productivity and something as simple as doing a Word document, this is an app that comes loaded. This is called Pages. And Pages allows you to do the same sort of word processing that you would get if you got Microsoft Office. Okay. And as many of you don't realize, Microsoft Office is no longer something that you buy and you own for life. This is not a knock on Office, but this is a chance to take advantage of something that Apple does uniquely.
So it's not a subscription that I have to renew. I'll just always have this word processor called Pages.
Exactly.
Okay.
And not only is it not something that you have to renew, but it does a lot of really neat stuff that maybe Office doesn't do or isn't as simple to do. So we've got this document right here, and I type and I type and I type, and I realize, you know what? I need to add something to this. I want to add an image. Well, think of what that would take in the past in order to make that image go from here to here. How about something as simple as tapping onto it? And now I just drop the picture right into the middle of the document. And you're saying, well, what happens then? How do I get this out of here? How do I send it to where I need to send it to? Well, before you do that, you can go and actually manipulate the photograph.
We can filter the photo.
How crazy is that? Inside a Word document, inside a tablet. Again, now you see where I'm going with this with the computer. So for those of you saying, well, what happens with the person on the other end that doesn't have a Mac, doesn't have Apple, doesn't have an iPad Pro? Will they even be able to open this up? Well, as it turns out, you can go inside here and hit a button called Export. And look what pops up there. When you hit Export, it will automatically turn it into, yes, a Word document, or a PDF, or something else that is comparable and also compatible with what they need on the other side. So if you're sending this to somebody that uses Microsoft Office, all you have to do is tap Word. And I just converted that document into something that can be read by anybody on the other side, even if they're not using Apple.
Well, this is very convenient because it's not just a one-trick pony where, like you said, I'm just on social media or watching videos. I can actually get some work done. There's productivity. And we talked about this beautiful display. So can you take me on a tour of the iPad? Because it's, like you said, really simple and easy when you look at this.
And that's
there's one button.
Yeah, that's the nice part about a device like this. Unlike a computer, again, not a knock on laptops, certainly not a knock on a desktop. There's a learning curve when you start using a computer. You've got a keyboard, you've got a screen, you got a lot of buttons, a lot of ports, a lot of places to go to. Many of them useful, many of them you'll never use. Well, the nice part about this is there's nothing on here that you won't use. You've got the screen. You have this beautiful 10.5-inch Retina screen, and up at the top there, you've got a camera facing you. On the back, you have a camera facing the other way. So now you have FaceTime. Now you have the ability to take photographs. Now you have the ability to shoot video in high def. And in a second, I'm going to show you not only is it high def video and 4K compatible, but some really cool tricks that are inside here. As Gabrielle said, there's one button. What other device do you own other than maybe like, I don't know, a guy has an electric razor. You turn it on, you turn it off. Even a blender has more buttons than this. But check this out. I'm going to turn it off for a second. Now, if you turn this on, or somebody else turns it on and it's not you, they can't get inside here. They can hit that home button all they want. In fact, Gabrielle, I'm going to borrow your, I'm going to need you to be a hand model.
Okay.
Take your finger.
And try to turn it on.
Yeah. And try to open this up.
Oh. Password.
It immediately asks for a password. Now, she can hit that all day long, but watch what happens. By the way, if she hits it too many times for the password, it'll lock her out. I turn it on, and I take my finger, and it opens it up. This is very James Bond-like. When you first turn this device on, it will say to you, do you want to use the fingerprint option? And you can scan each and every one of your fingers. It takes about 20 seconds for each finger. So I have both of my thumbs, both of my forefingers, because that's the natural tendency when I pick up the tablet to tap onto one of those. So there's a layer of security there that not only gives you something other than a password, but prevents the bad guys, or in the event that you lose this thing, from getting inside, erasing it, and using it again. There's also an option inside here for Find My iPhone, Find My iPad. That whole Apple world lives together. So if I were to lose this, misplace this, not only can somebody else not get inside here, but I can use Find My iPhone to go inside on my phone or on a computer, and it'll tell me exactly where I left the device as long as it's on. Well,
this is our QVC2 big deal. It's the Apple iPad Pro with this huge 10.5-inch screen. So I think you'll find that, we're bringing you the latest. We're bringing it to you at a great value with that easy pay option. So let me show you your choices, because you'll pick your color of iPad, and then you'll pick the color of the case that you want. So you can create any combination that you like. So we have this for you in gold, and it's this beautiful kind of almost like a matte metallic, if that makes sense. So here's your gold option. We have it for you in space gray. Down here we have your color option of rose gold or silver. Once you choose your iPad, choose the case. This is what you're going to carry your iPad in. That's what keeps it protected. You have a black option, blue, you have gray, and pink. And right next to that pink, you're also going to receive your accessories like your Bluetooth headphones, which is, something that you'd probably wind up buying. Additionally, we include it. We also include the car charger. You know you'll need one. We have an extension cord, so when the kids are in that back seat, you can charge it, and they can use it at the same time. And the stylus, which I actually have been using, which is nice. I have a girlfriend, or was it you? They're saying your mother-in-law has long nails. And there's like, I love the stylus because I don't have to worry about my nails.
I have long nails too. I thought you were going to say, was it you that says long nails?
You're like, yeah, no. And then you get a software voucher with a lot of great titles. If you were to put it all together yourself, right? This would be $939. Our QVC2 big deal price is less than $800. You have the option of 6 monthly easy payments when you use a major credit card, so you can do an installment plan. If you have the QVC Q card, though, you can extend your payments over 12 months' time interest-free if paid off within that year. So if you don't have the Q card, apply for one. And if you're approved, you can take advantage of the Q card offer today. This would make a great graduation gift.
We're
we're only a couple months away. So maybe for the grad or even for the student returning, they're going to be going back in the fall, this would be a nice tool for them.
Well, the nice part about it is most of, I would say all universities now require some sort of digital device. It's either a computer, a laptop, a desktop, but in most cases, you'll see students now that are using devices like this. It could be a Microsoft Surface, it could be a smaller laptop, it could be something like this, because you can connect a keyboard to this. You can also pick up something called the Apple Pen that would allow you to physically write on this tiny, when I say tiny, I mean the footprint that it takes up, but a beautiful 10-inch screen that's fast enough to be able to keep up